The quarterback position is unarguably the most important position in the entire NFL and possibly sports. When the team is playing well, the quarterback is praised, and when the team's playing bad, the quarterback is ripped apart, destroyed, and sometimes have their career killed by the media. Today, we're going to be looking at 7 quarterbacks who are in their last chance and could possibly not be starting as of next year. Quickly before this video starts, I do want to say that I've officially launched 2 new social media accounts, a Twitter and an Instagram. They're both on the screens right now. Sadly, for some reason, YouTube will not let me put links in the description for like 2 more months, so you're just gonna have to look them up. So I'm just gonna promote them quickly at the front of every video. But yeah, let's get into it with the first quarterback who's on the hot seat, and it's none other than Mac Jones. I mean, there's not really much to say. It's kind of obvious that Mac Jones is on the hot seat, and if this year doesn't go very well, the Patriots could be looking in a different direction. I mean, even Bill Belichick isn't safe. He could possibly be getting fired at the end of the season. We all know the year after Tom Brady left, the Patriots were terrible with Cam Newton. They then proceed to draft Mac Jones a year later and make the playoffs where they get humiliated by the Bills. Everything was looking up in New England until last year, where Mac Jones and the Patriots for that matter took a serious step backwards. Even Bailey Zappi, their 4th round pick, played a considerable amount of games. Granted, Mac Jones was hurt, but even looked better than Mac Jones at times. This is legitimately Mac Jones' final chance to prove that he is a capable starting quarterback in New England, or he probably will not start next year as the New England Patriots starting quarterback. Do I think Mac Jones has a role as a starting quarterback no matter what in the NFL starting next year? Yes, but will it be New England if he struggles? Possibly not. The second quarterback that I think is on the hot seat is Jimmy Garoppolo. Here's why. Jimmy Garoppolo is obviously injury prone, but he's not that bad of a quarterback. He's led the 49ers to 2 conference finals in the last 4 years. In his time in San Francisco, he led the 49ers to the Super Bowl and a conference championship in 3 years. And last year, before getting injured, the 49ers were a really good team with him. He now heads to Las Vegas with the Raiders, which is obviously a considerable downgrade from the 49ers. Will Jimmy G be able to produce at the same level that he did in San Francisco? And if he doesn't, is this his final starting role in the NFL? I'm sad to say this, but I do honestly believe that if Jimmy Garoppolo fails in LA, his career as a starting quarterback in the NFL will probably be over. The third quarterback that's on this list might be a shocker to all of you, and it's Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill is not looked at as a quarterback whose job is on the hot seat for whatever reason. But Ryan Tannehill is getting up in age, and it's safe to say that he has peaked as an NFL quarterback and his production is starting to go down. Not even 2 years ago, I would say Ryan Tannehill was a top 10 to 15 quarterback in the league, but now you're lucky to see him as a top 25 quarterback in the league. I'm sorry to say it, but if Ryan Tannehill does not improve this year, there's 2 other quarterbacks waiting to take his place in Tennessee. Number 1, you have Malik Willis, Tennessee's 3rd round pick in the 2022 NFL draft, and you have Tennessee's 2nd round pick this year in Will Levis. Now, I would assume Tennessee would go Will Levis because they obviously like him more than Malik Willis, but that just shows that Tennessee is probably moving towards rebuilding and getting rid of Ryan Tannehill. Just like Jimmy Garoppolo, unless it's a really bad team, I don't see Ryan Tannehill having another starting role in the NFL. Maybe, just maybe, a backup role on a young team that needs an experienced quarterback. Or he could fill like a Matt Ryan role last year, but I think his days are numbered as a starting quarterback. The next 2 play for the same team, Brock Purdy and Trey Lance. You could even probably throw Sam Darnold in here, honestly. If I'm the 49ers, I'm starting Brock Purdy. Here's why. Even though the 49ers have like the best system for quarterbacks around them, Brock Purdy was able to go undefeated till the NFC Championship game. You don't luck your way in to get into the NFC Championship game. It's that simple. However, San Francisco was in a very interesting spot quarterback-wise. Do you take your 7th round pick that led you to the championship game last year, or do you take your 1st round pick that you traded up to the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 NFL draft for Trey Lance and bank that he will do as good or if not better than Brock Purdy? Or do you take Sam Darnold, the 2018 2nd or 3rd pick in the draft? I can't remember. It's a tough decision. Like I said, I'd go after Brock Purdy. Here's the problem. Whatever one you don't take pretty much is ruining his career as a starting quarterback. If you don't take Brock Purdy, I think he still has a chance as a starting quarterback somewhere. But if you don't take Trey Lance, I think his days as a starting quarterback are numbered. I think Brock Purdy could legitimately start on probably 10 to 12 NFL teams without a doubt in the NFL. Trey Lance cannot. So, in my opinion, this is Trey Lance's last shot to prove that he's a starting caliber NFL quarterback. And if he doesn't, I think he'll be a lifetime backup quarterback and go down as an NFL bust. The second to last quarterback on this list is probably one of the most obvious people that you would have thought would have been on this list, Baker Mayfield. Not even 3 years ago, Baker Mayfield led the Browns to the AFC divisional game after the Browns being stuck in mediocrity for 20 plus years before he arrived. Granted, his career has been on a sharp decline ever since, but the potential is still there. This is his last shot in Tampa Bay though. He's had a shot in Cleveland, got replaced by Deshaun Watson. Had a shot in Carolina, got replaced. Had a shot in LA while Matthew Stafford was hurt. Took it in his first game, but then fizzled out and left LA during the offseason. And it's still possible, I do think Baker Mayfield will start, but it's still possible that Kyle Trask could beat him out for the starting quarterback position. Baker Mayfield does not show any potential this year and any improvement. He is officially done as a starting quarterback in the NFL. He will be a lifetime backup quarterback in that scenario. I don't think his NFL days are numbered by any stretch of the imagination, but his starting days could be. And there was not enough in the 2 years where he was really good in Cleveland to warrant that he's not an NFL bust. If Baker Mayfield does not improve this year and is a backup quarterback for the rest of his career, he will go down as an NFL bust. The final quarterback on this list is by far the most shocking quarterback on this list. I don't think anyone sees this coming. I have Matthew Stafford. You might be asking, why would you put Matthew Stafford on this list? Here's why. The guy's getting up there in age. Matthew Stafford will be 35 years old at the end of the season. He's going to start declining. Number two, I'm sorry to say this, but I think the Rams Super Bowl window might honestly already be closing, which I know is kind of shocking, but I do believe that. I don't see the Rams getting any better, and I think Matthew Stafford could be on the hot seat as they might go to try to rebuild and be back again in a couple years from now. I don't think that's very super likely, but I do think it's a possibility if the Rams do pretty bad again this year. I would say Matthew Stafford only has around a 10% chance of getting removed this year. And you know what? We're going to give a percentage to every single quarterback that could get removed. Mac Jones, I have around a 50% chance that he gets removed. 50% that he does good, 50% he does bad and gets removed. Jimmy G, I would also give a 50% chance. Ryan Tannehill is going to go 40-60 in the favor of him getting removed. Brock Purdy is going to go 20-80 in the favor of him staying. Trey Lance going to go 10-90 in the favor of him getting removed, like 90% chance he gets removed. Baker Mayfield, again, a 20-80, as I think it's more likely that he does bad and gets removed. And then Matthew Stafford, like a 90-10% chance that he stays, 90% chance he stays, but 10% chance he could get removed. But let me know about the quarterbacks on this list and which ones you see as most likely to not be a starting quarterback at the start of next season. And until next time, peace.